Hi, this is Dory, and I'm Mena. We travel with our lovely dog Fiona to discover the most beautiful locations, and our goal is to share with you what it's like to live as a nomad. So thanks for following, and welcome to our channel.
Hey guys, so today we're gonna do another tour, and I'm so happy that one of my neighbors is right in front of me, and he's so gracious to allow us in his home on wheels and see how he lives.
My name is Terry Proger, and I'm traveling in a 2021 Escape 17B. It's my wife and I and our greyhound Scotty here, and it's perfect for us. Maybe a little background. We come from being tent campers, backcountry, backpack tent type campers. So moving from that to a 17B is pretty luxurious. I had her a year and 3 months.
You're not full-timing yet, right?
No, weekends and you know trips from 3 to 6 or 8 weeks. Since we're new to trailers, we went with the idea of not knowing what options we would need. So since we had the money to do it, we got a lot of options.
So do you mind showing us the outsides?
So if we start at the front, the first option is the electric jack, and the second option is the storage box. It's pretty big. I would say the limitation is the amount of weight you can put on it. So it's max of 100 pounds. But for a 17B, it's really great having this box.
Yeah, and it protects the front of your
Yes.
trailer, right?
Yes.
This also was an option?
No, this was standard.
This was standard, okay. It was the electric.
It's the electric that was an option.
That's a good option to have.
Yeah, it turned out to be, having this, it's pretty nice to have it.
Oh, yeah.
So I would recommend that as an option.
I love the windows. So it's yawning style?
Yes. For
This one, yeah. Well, they all are, right?
No, just this is the, what do you call it? It's you put this down when you're traveling, so it's a window guard. All the windows are double insulated, except this end, and it's not partially because you can close this. One of the things that might be different from a casita, for example, with the Escape, is I've found being able to have this big front window is really wonderful. I'm the type of person that looks out windows. If I'm in there with this closed, it feels a little claustrophobic. Yes. So light there. There's of course I think most trailers have a.
Yeah, on the side door.
That's the refrigerator. Both of these are. That was an option. So we got a larger one than the standard.
So how do you like your yawning? Do you use it a lot?
Not a lot, but we use it when we know it's not going to be windy and we're someplace where it's going to benefit us. So this was standard. You can get the automatic as an option, and it's really not hard to open it or close it, as you probably know. But there's a number of steps, and at my age, with my memory, remembering the exact order of steps sometimes is a challenge if I'm not using it very often. Standard door.
They're nice and heavy.
Storage, and it angles all the way across, so we can roll this carpet up and slide it in there. One of these is an option. I can't remember which one, but I got the.
And that at the bottom is the cable?
Yes.
Okay.
I got these blocks actually for the tires, but ended up using them for this, so I don't have to go as far, and it just makes it a little easier.
So I also see you got insulation on the bottom.
Yes, it is an option, yeah. And I didn't know whether to get it or not. I got it. And the trailer seems pretty well insulated for when it's cold. and it does pretty good in the heat. Backup camera, that was an option. Solar panel was an option. On the Escape 17, you can only get one battery, and we optioned for the 100 amp lithium battery. That's a 190 amp panel. The most we usually camp off the grid is maybe 3 nights, 4 nights. So far, even on when it's been cloudy, we've done fine with solar. We don't probably use a lot of electricity, like I was running the furnace on propane and the refrigerator on propane, lights in the trailer, some fans, that kind of thing. We pretty much stay around 100%. This morning, I was running fans for a while and it was maybe down into the low 90s, but as soon as the light came out, it came pretty quickly. These are an option. It seems like a pretty good idea because you're braking, you have these lights, those lights.
So the camera, I guess it's hooked up to your truck?
Yes. A lot of people seem to like it more for driving than backing up, but it's really helpful for backing up. This is the first time we've traveled without my wife, so, you know, it's a little different. And so this is a 17B. The 17A does not have a wet bath. So that's the difference between A and B. And the Escape 17A and B are the smallest trailers that Escape makes these days. Other than whether you get the wet bath or not, I think there's only, this is the only floor plan. Up here is the dinette, and it's fairly easy to get into because the table slides. This is the basic table. They offer 3 different choices in tables, and one of them, I think, the Lagoon table, which is attached here, you can't put that in a 17B, so you only had 2 choices, I think, as I recall. But anyhow, we have found this area is just fine for the 2 of us, for eating, playing games. We started out with the dog on the bed here. Second day we had the trailer, he got in and hopped up on the bed. He's never been back on this bed. So my wife and the dog sleep there, and I sleep on the single bed here.
The dog took your place?
Yeah.
Some of the 12 volts and USB are optional.
Yes.
Because we have some here. We got some over here.
Yeah. Some over there.
Some over here. And all this amazing storage here in the back. Is there storage underneath?
Electrical system is underneath here. One of the most useful features of the 17B, as far as I'm concerned, is having this counter here. We use this constantly for all kinds of things. Some people, they make it into a cupboard, maybe 3 different. These are an option. I have one max fan. This is standard. The air conditioner, which also has a heat strip, is option.
That is nice, yeah.
If we're hooked up to electricity and it's cold, we use the heat strip. If we're not hooked up, we use the furnace. Microwave's an option. We use it all the time. And this is a slightly bigger refrigerator than the standard, so it's an option. This is the battery, freshwater, gray tank, and black tank. Water pump, water heater. This is where you turn on the gas water heater. There's ventilation to the outside, but yeah. So fan, a little noisy. This is a Dometic. Escape was using a Suburban, and they had some safety issues, so they switched to Dometic. And one of the few issues we've had with the trailer is this burner came loose. I ended up not being able to fix it myself, so I had a mobile mechanic come out because I couldn't get the Suburban warranty people to respond to me. This is the furnace. This is we'll call it a permanent bed, which is an option, an actual double bed.
All right.
So standard is a 4-person dinette back here that you put down to make a bed. And one of the differences is with the permanent bed is you have access to storage here, and that's the same storage area that's accessed from outside there. Yeah, and it's kind of important because a couple times I've had to crawl back to check something under there. Yeah, that's the thermostat for heater, furnace, and heat strip.
I like this.
Yeah, you can put it down, and there's a cover for this. It comes with the trailer, that cover, so then this is all counter space. Yeah, I mean, there's just lights all over the Escape. We use these Captain lights some of the time, but there's so much light in here that I could get along without them. Let me show you the wet bath. To anybody that is thinking of getting a trailer with a wet bath, having a mat, so you take these out, get a shower, and then when you're finished you can put the mat in, and essentially you're dry to to be using the bathroom. So the mat works great with the wet bath. The 17B is great, particularly the wet bath is great for, say, people 5'8" and under. So my wife and I can go in here, stand, room to get a regular shower.
That's a good question. Any regrets?
No, we're happy with the trailer. It's, I would say, perfect for us, and everything all the options that I ordered we've used, except for the inverter. Haven't used that, and so maybe if I were to order another trailer, I might not
get the
inverter. Everything else, I think I would probably get the same options on.
And if you had any advice to tell anybody?
I think the most important thing is having a towed vehicle that's safe, that's large enough to tow what you're towing, and also pay attention to the payload in the tow vehicle. I think people often overlook that. This trailer is 3,500 pounds. The truck is rated for 5,000 pounds, and I would say I wouldn't really be wanting to pull more than 3,500 pounds with the truck. If you're going to do any mountains. So at that weight, the truck does fine in the Rocky Mountains. We've been up over 11,000 feet plus passes without issues. And
any future plans?
Planning a trip, probably up to, say, around the Smokies, maybe a 3-week trip in the spring.
How long did you have to wait for your RV to be built?
When we put our deposit down, it was an 18-month wait, and that got whittled down to 11 months. So from the time we put down the deposit till we picked it up was 11 months.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. Thanks again. Thank you for having us and showing your lovely home.
My pleasure.
And I'll see you on the next one.